welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Jennifer. Today we are going to do first impressions of the Wayne Goss new collection, the Imperial Topaz eyeshadow palette. You can tell it's already dirty, I got fingerprints all over it. And 3 kohl pencils, eyeliner pencils. I am wearing the eyeshadow palette and one of the eyeliners right now. So without much further ado, let's get into it. Today I am incredibly excited. I just received the Wayne Goss Luxury Eye Palette. I've already managed to get it dirty. But it comes in this black packaging. The outer box is this silver, and it's got the information about the shades on the back. I actually picked up the whole collection, so I have the 3 eyeliners as well. And the name of the collection is the Imperial Topaz Luxury Eye Collection. It was $97 for the entire set, and I picked it up on Beautylish. So there are 6 shades, as I showed you. There are satin and matte shades, and there's 1 shimmer shade. And I'll go ahead and swatch these. Those are the 6 shades. All right, so and I'll swatch the pencils for you when we get into it. So I have on complexion products. We'll go ahead and just dive on in to the look. Let's go in with the Wayne Goss number 3. Going with this matte shade here. So I'll say a couple things. There's a lot of product in each pan. These pans are enormous. Goes on very smooth. Great color payoff. I'm gonna go in with this, it's like a burnt sienna shade. Let's see if it has a name. Just number 4, it's a satin. This one here. Very pretty. It's like a burnt sienna, warm. It's like, I mean, it's a shade right up my alley, to be honest with you guys. It's a shade that I will enjoy. If you don't like warm shades, those 2 probably would not be your favorite. Gonna blend that together. I'll bring you in a little bit closer so you can kind of see the look. I love the shades already, and I will say that it's going on really well. I mean, it's very smooth, having no issues with any fallout. Let's see, number 3, which is the black shade, is a matte. And so these are the mattes. The one that I just went on with, which is number 5, that was the first one I used in the crease as a transition shade. That's a matte. And then this black shade is a matte. And then these first 3, this shade, and this shade are satins, and then this is the shimmer shade that I showed you before. So I'm gonna go with the black matte, and all I'm gonna do is go on the outer corner. I just wanna see, the thing about blacks, oh, this one's good. The black shades and eyeshadows is that depending on the opacity of the shade, it makes it, some black eyeshadow shades, you know, you really can't use them to like deepen up other shades, and then others, they go more gray, frankly, than black. So this one, yeah, I mean, that went down really easily. It's definitely, it's got enough opacity so that it can deepen another shade, but I don't think it's so much. Yeah, see how that blends out? When I did the Yves Saint Laurent palette a couple of weeks ago, they have a black in there that I really enjoyed, and I liked the look that I created with it, but it was more gray or like charcoal than black. Again, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but when you're trying to use it as a shade to darken other shades, you know, sometimes the fact that it's not really black, it has more of a gray undertone, can be a difficulty. So I'm gonna go back in with the matte number 5, which was the brown shade here in the middle, and I'm gonna go over that black in the corner and see how that, oh yeah, that works really well. Deepens it, but you can easily mix the two so that you can blend them together. Okay, so let's go in with this satin shade. Let's use that in the brow bone area. Okay, and we're gonna take the shimmer shade, I'm gonna use my finger and go in on the eyelid. Oh, that's really pretty. And I think if you wanted to deepen that up, like make it more cream shade, I think I would take the cream matte, satin, and put the cream satin down first, because this is really a topper. It doesn't have a lot of opacity, so if you're looking to like lighten up the eyelid a little more, I would say put down the cream shade on the mobile eyelid itself and then put that on top. So what I mean by that is I would go in with the cream satin and I would place it here, go over it a little. It won't be as like this, to lighten up that area. And then I would go back in with the shimmer shade. Got a little bit of fallout, but nothing terrible. Okay, let's go in with, this is the Esam T05. This is a like eyeliner brush. Let's go in with the black. This is a very dense brush that's meant to like stamp on powder eyeliner and see how that works. Oh yeah, that works really well. Okay. So as you saw, worked well as a shadow if you want to use it for a deepening of any color or crease. But it also works if you use it with a dense brush to use as eyeliner. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, let's go under the eye with the matte brown shade. Deepen up the corner with a little bit of the black under the eye, but not a lot. Okay, I think that looks nice. Let me clean up the eye area a little bit and then we'll try out the eyeliners. Let me show you the swatches of the eyeliner. So they're all in this black packaging with the silver tips. And how you know which shade is which is a good question. I guess you just look at the name on the side. Okay. So Obsidian, which is the black, Rich Hazel, which has more of a cool brown undertone, and Precious Opal, which is more, you know, they all look a little cool to me, but you'll see in the swatch. Obsidian, Rich Hazel, Precious Opal. And the shades are on the bottom of the pencils. You're not going to really see that, I think, but shades are different on the bottom of the pencils. All right, let's go in with the Precious Opal. Put that in my waterline, and I'm going to put that on the top over the black shadow. Goes on very smoothly. I really like that. I really like that shade. I generally don't do a black liner. It's not that I never do a black liner, but rarely do I do a black liner. With my really pale skin, sometimes black can be a little bit much against that. Not always. I mean, it depends on the look that I'm going for. But I really like this shade. I think it's cool. It's got a dark enough shade that it's gonna, you know, give you the emphasis that you want, but it's not gonna be overwhelming if you're trying to find something that's a little bit different than black. All right, so let me go ahead and curl my lashes and I'll be right back. Eyes are done. I'm gonna put on some Wayne Goss lip liner and lip gloss to finish out the look, but I wanted you to take a look at the finished eye look. And my final thoughts about the palette. I like the formula. I think the formulas are really nice. The mattes go on beautifully. They blend really well. The shades are the essential shades. The shimmer, I'm not in love with the shimmer, to be honest with you. The satins and the mattes I'm more impressed with, especially the satins. The shimmer, I mean, it's okay, but it's not like my favorite. But that's, I mean, that's fine. I would say that it blended out beautifully. I think, again, this is an essential palette. It's something that you can use every day, great to travel with. And you can mix it with all the other, you know, palettes that you have in your collection. The eyeliner I really enjoyed. I like the shade. I'll be honest, I don't get how this is Precious Opal, but like opal means to me a very different, has a different connotation than the shade. But I actually really like the color, and I like the way it went on, and I like the way it looks on my eye. And to be honest, this is the kind of palette that I tend to use on a daily basis. If I was going into the office, this is exactly what I would use pretty much every day. So I really like it. I really enjoy it. And the formulas look really nice. I'll have to tell you, I'll have to give you an update on how well it lasts and all that good stuff. But first impressions, I think looks really nice. So I'm gonna go in with his Wayne Goss Essential Lip Pencil in Sepia. That's what Sepia looks like on its own, on me. I really do enjoy his lip pencil formula. It's actually, I really like it. I hope he comes out with more shades. Sepia is the only one I have. I know he had like, I don't remember how many he had, that's the Sepia. So I might order just more of the ones that he already has. But I think he had like 6 or so. And then the gloss I'm gonna use is the Chrysanthemum gloss. This is one of my favorites. That's the Chrysanthemum gloss and the Sepia liner. I enjoyed his lipstick, lip liner, lip gloss release. I think I mentioned in an earlier video that his glosses are some of my favorites, and I have a couple of different shades. Cherry Blossom is a shade that I didn't pick up originally because it was sold out by the time I got to it, and it is sitting in my cart. I had planned on ordering it when I got the Wayne Goss collection, but I ended up being able to pre-order the Wayne Goss collection, so it was separate, wasn't part of my cart. So it's still sitting in the cart. I do really want to pick it up, but today is not about the glosses or the lip liners or the lipsticks. I think the eyeshadow palette and the eyeliners go really well with his lip collection that he released. At least the shades that I have. I think it looks really nice. It's a good overall look. I think they are definitely neutrals, essential shades, especially the eyeshadow palette. But they're shades that most of us are gonna use on, you know, an everyday basis. And I think the mirror is nice. The case is really pretty. I think the formulas are beautiful. Like I said, I like the matte and the satins more than I like the shimmer shade, but I still think they're all really good. Blended really well. I think you can achieve a number of different looks with it. You could certainly do something more intense. You could use the black all over the lid and use something like this shade in the transition and then use the black all over the lid. That would be gorgeous. So maybe I'll try that out next time. So that's my quick review, guys. Again, it's first impressions, but I wanted to get it up in case, you know, it sells out, and so you can decide whether you want to pick it up or not. I really do like it, and I think the liners, although you would consider them, quote, basics, if you're in the market for a good eyeliner that seems to have good wearing power, is easy to slide across a lid. Remember, the more mature your skin gets, the more difficult it is to take an eyeliner that's dry and drag it across your lid. This one went on incredibly smoothly. There were no issues. There was nothing that like sort of pulled, which is, you know, which is important. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. And if you're so inclined, hit like, hit subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps my channel grow, and I'll see you again in another video really soon.